Hey, happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday, friend. Let's get into the show today. Okay, let's get into it. Let me go live on Instagram and then let me go live on Facebook right quick. There we go. Mm-mm-mm. Happy Friday, girl. What did you conquer this week inside your business? Were you consistent this week? Were you consistent this week inside your business? What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. So, this is for all of the women who have a business, baby. Were you consistent this week inside your business? What did you conquer? Did you get any sales, any leads, any new customers? So, we're going to dive into what we conquered this week, and we're going to jump into our topic today, which is the difference between having followers and then like having a community. Okay. I got to dive into this because I feel like a lot of the ladies that I'm talking to, they're like, I have followers, but I don't really have a community. Like, I want my people rocking with me. So I want to talk about the difference between having followers and having community because I feel like it is a huge gap. Okay. And we're going to do a Friday check in so we can go through what we conquered this week. Let me share this in my group right quick. All right, there we go. Hey, y'all. Okay. So happy Friday. Let's get into it today. Two things. What did you conquer this week inside your business? Were you consistent? Did you do what you said you was going to do? Right. When we started this week, did you do the things that you said you would do? Because I know I got a long to-do list. I got so much stuff that I got to do today in order for my week to feel successful. And then we'll dive into our topic today, which is the difference between having followers and having a community. Okay, big difference. Let's get into it. What's up to y'all that's watching on TikTok? Hey. We're going to talk about the difference between having followers and having a community. Now, I'm not somebody that has a large following at all, but I have a really deep and loyal community. And I feel like it's like once you start doing content or once you start getting online, when you really get consistent, you realize, okay, there is a gap between like my followers and like having a community. And we probably see other creators who go live or maybe they have some type of group and you're like, man, these people rock with each other. I want that for myself. I want to talk about how you can start to build your own community because I've done it. I've tried it. I've done free, I've done paid, a mixture of them both. So I kind of want to talk about what that looks like for you and your audience. So happy Friday. Y'all, let's get into it. The difference between having followers in the community. I want you to now let me tell you how mine kind of birthed, okay? Because what I was doing was I was coming online, I was doing coaching, and I was doing one-on-one, right? And of course, you already know that one-on-one coaching will burn you out. So I said, well, I want a community. And my first thought was I thought a community meant that I could coach a whole bunch of women at once. So that is a little bit true, but that's not really true because the reality is a community is not the same as group coaching. Okay. When I first started my community, I thought, okay, baby, I'm gonna teach them this, I'm gonna teach them this, I'm gonna teach them this, I'm gonna teach them this. They're gonna have this resource, they're gonna have that this PDF. Like I was thinking of all of the things I could teach my community, not realizing what I was trying to do was a little group coaching. Now I was trying to be slick. Okay. I was trying to be slick. I was like, y'all can pay me a membership. I'm gonna coach everybody. That is not what a community is. Don't you know the more that I taught, the less engagement there was, the less participation there was, the less retention there was. Because what I've learned about community and the community I've had now, I've had a free one for probably about 4 years, and I've had my paid one um, probably almost 2 years now. People don't join communities for advice. They don't join communities for a whole bunch of coaching, a whole bunch of teaching, endless PDFs, endless resources. They get information overloaded. So if we're thinking, so if you're like me and you're thinking, well, I want my own community, AKA, I'm going to do some type of group coaching, baby. They are not the same. They're not the same. A group learning environment is not necessarily the same as a community. When people, I want you to think about when people have communities or you have your favorite creator. And when I say community, I just mean that this is somebody to where when they wake up in the morning, they checking for you. That's kind of like how I see it when it comes to community, right? When they wake up in the morning, they're checking for me and they're expecting to engage with me. I'm a part of their daily life, their daily habits. They know if they need something, this is their home already. And there is a humongous gap, especially if you're a coach or a service provider. There is a humongous gap between having people that follow you and people that are actually inside your community, checking for you every day, wanting to talk to you, and other people who follow you every single day. That is community. When you want to do something or host something, you go straight to this group of people. They're already in your world. And for a lot of us, well, for none of us, the followers don't fall into that category. They just don't. And so how do we do that, right? Hey y'all, welcome in. Happy Friday, child. I'm just going in. We're doing two things today. So welcome to the show. We're doing two things. So what did you conquer this week? And the second thing is we're diving into our topic today, which is the difference between having followers and having a community. The difference between having followers and having a community. There is a huge gap. And if I was just sharing my story of when I was doing one-on-one coaching, I was like, well, I'm gonna get a group. Like I'm gonna start doing one-on-one. I'm gonna do 1 to 35. Okay. And what I thought a community was, I thought a community meant group coaching. And I have seen a lot of times, and I even had my own experience with this, where we start up a community. The information is so good. We give them all of the information, and then we wonder why they don't engage. We wonder why they don't engage. And they say, this doesn't work. Something about it I did wrong. Or it's not the right people. But what I found is people don't join communities, especially from a coach, to be loaded with more videos and more PDFs and more resources. People join communities. You know why? What I found and have helped other girls build theirs, they want to talk about themselves. They want to talk about themselves. They want to be seen. They want conversation. So your followers, I mean, the cool thing about how social media is evolving, and I really love it, and this is coming from somebody that has a small follower count. I'm loving how social media is evolving to where it doesn't really matter if you have a whole bunch of people following you because it's just based on the topic. You know what I'm saying? So building your community, how many of you have thought, I need some type of community? I need some type of group. I need some type of Facebook group. I need some type of Discord. I need some type of Patreon. I need my group of customers in one place. Have you ever thought about that before for your business? Has that been your experience where you're like, babe, I need my customers in one place? And you say, I need community. So I want to just talk through some of the things that I did, some of the mistakes that I made, which the first one was I thought a community meant group coaching. Baby, they are not the same. So a little bit even with my community, it is 100%. Okay, let me tell you this. So I have a paid community, right? We meet every week and we have since 2023. We've been doing Conquer Club since 2023. And this is obviously the height of it, the most consistent I've been, the most members I've had inside the Conquer Club. And what I found was people ask me, other coaches ask me about my membership. They say, how do you do it? I'm like, I don't teach inside a Conquer Club. I taught once this month out in probably 6 months. I don't teach inside of Conquer Club. And if you're a leader, you're a coach, and you want to lead people, that is going to seem so counterintuitive and so against what you thought you were creating your community for. People would think I'm creating my community to teach them how to do this, teach them how to do this, teach them this framework, teach them this strategy. Da, 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 da. But that gets so overwhelming and it gets so old so fast that people are like, okay, I see what I need to do, but it's just too much. So my community focus and even how I build my community and help other ladies build their community is based on their person sharing their experience. When we do Conquer Club, it's not about me saying, okay, you need to plan your content, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that, you need to do that. It's okay, let's go around and share who did their content consistently this week. Let's go around and share this. Oh, cool. You need like and I can drop it in, but community coaches, tax pros who want community, wellness pros who want community, life coaches who want community. It is not going to be about how much you can teach them. They want to be seen, they want to be heard because every customer thinks their experience is so unique. Every customer thinks their story is so unique. Telling y'all. Okay. So I guess happy Friday. I'm feeling so good today. I'm actually doing a content day. I need to record it. I need to record like all of the content and stuff that I'm doing and planning out and stop being lazy. But I wanted to get on, of course, so we can talk about what we conquered this week. So if you're an entrepreneur, you have a business, what did you do this week? Were you consistent? Did you post content? Did you reach out to people? Did you follow up with anybody? Did you reach out to your past customers? Did you go live? Did you do your reels? Did you do your YouTube, your Instagram, your TikToks? Like, what did you do this week when nobody was watching? Who did you reach out to and ask them to buy when the money was low? For those of you who want community and want to go speak, who did you ask this week? For those of us that want to teach and we want to lead and we want to be a coach, who did you teach and impact this week? Who did you touch this week? Okay, so we're checking in. What did you conquer this week, baby? This is your gentle but not so gentle accountability to it. And then we're also diving into our topic today, which is the difference between followers and community. I'm running to a lot of ladies who saying, I want to build community. And the reason why is because we can start to see the difference between somebody just following us and somebody that's in our world every day. And I don't know about you, but as a coach, as a leader, as a speaker, I want my people in my world every day, opening up. What does Deb have for me today? Where are the other girls that like Conquer that I can talk to? Like, where can your customers hang out? Or do they just got to follow you? Or like, do they get to hang out with you? Do they get to talk to you? Do they get a chance to talk to other customers who've purchased from you? Do you give your customers like, I was sharing this concept of the different marketing that I'm seeing online, especially when it comes to like coaching and leadership. And I think that there are two different styles that are kind of dominating the marketplace. One is a very you first type of marketing. And I was talking to one of my girls about this. It's very much a you first marketing, which is the type of marketing that I subscribe to doing. Here's the information, here's everything you need, here's the community. Everything is out front to build the trust factor versus more of a guru or me type of marketing where everything is about you. Everything that you have is behind your paywall. Your community is behind your paywall. Getting the best information from you is behind your paywall. While two completely different styles of marketing. I prefer a you first approach where I'm putting the information out. I got tons of YouTube videos coming out. I give tons of information out, tons of lead magnets, blah, 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 blah. And with that, allows me to build so much loyalty in community. Oh, she said, baby, Deb got on here this Friday morning and decided to tap dance all over my toes. I'm sorry, girl. She said, church finger up and exit the building with my head down. No need to, friend, because that is why we're here. That's why we're doing this live. That's why we're doing this live today. Because here's the thing, too. I found myself, y'all already know I've been honest and told y'all that I found myself in a season where I'm like, I'm being consistent. I'm doing everything that they tell us to do, but there is a gap. Like there's something that's not connecting because I know I'm putting out good content and I'm doing it consistently, but there is a gap here. There's a disconnect here. And that disconnect for me and for a lot of ladies has been your customers just aren't close enough. They see you online and that's it. Like, I want you to think about that as a service provider, especially for those of you who want to coach and lead. I want you to think about that. You want to lead them, you want to change their life, you want them to buy your coaching package, you want them to spend 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, some of y'all stuff 5,000, 10,000, $20,000. Some of it $300. But if my interaction with you is scrolling past a post and the next interaction is once I pay, like that is a humongous gap. That's a humongous gap. Steffi says, hey, what's up, girl? Happy Friday, friend. So happy to see y'all. All right, Elena. Elena says, happy Friday. I conquered following up with potential clients and I made it through the week. LOL. I love this topic because I have a community, a Facebook group, but it needs help. Girl, it need a little resuscitation, a little CPR. It need a little resuscitation. I was sharing, Elaine, and I want y'all to think about this. When we see groups, we often think that means the responsibility is on us to teach. But what changed my mindset was I was listening to this podcast and I love it. And I've put like two people on it about community from the CEO of Mighty Networks. Her first name is Gina. I can't think of how to pronounce her last name and I don't want to butcher it. But she talks about shifting into this mindset that when you want community, you turn into a host. You turn into a host of conversation. You turn into a host of bringing your ideal customers together. Right? This is why y'all remember them old school days of YouTube when we used to watch our favorite makeup girls. They come on, that's when they used to do makeup on YouTube for real, girl. It wasn't no influencers, wasn't even a thing. The girls was just naturally being influencers. And you would start to see like the same people show up. You have inside jokes, like you just have conversation. So when we shift into growing our business and thinking about having a community, it's not about you becoming a guest coach. It's about you becoming a creator of space where your ideal customers can hang out. And this works in so many industries. Even if I sold barbecue sauce, I will have a community for men who like to grill. Okay. What y'all putting on the grill this weekend? How y'all like them steaks? What side items y'all like with y'all barbecue chicken? Like you just become a curator of the conversation about what you do. If I sold barbecue sauce, I wouldn't create a Facebook group and just give them recipes all day. Boo, boring. I can Google and Chat GPT that. But if you give me a space where I can talk to, I done met Leroy. He done put something in the group about cooking my lobster tails, right? I mean, like you start to become a curator of conversations around what you do. That is community. It is not group coaching. Now, I ain't mad at you teaching every now and then, but people do not join for that reason. She said, not Leroy. Girl, not. And if you're not Leroy, you don't know how to cook. You did us a disservice. You know Leroy, and you know somebody named Leroy know how to cook. This is the difference. And it is such oh my God. If you want to coach and lead and teach, girl, it's a gold mine. But let me tell you this too. Building the community is a long game and it's a slow game. And I think that building a community in the beginning, the upside can be so low that a lot of people can't see it through. The thought of creating a Facebook group and putting everything into it for the rest of 2025 and not really seeing any fruit for a lot of people would just be way too discouraging. But like how Elena says, she has a Facebook group. I often tell people if they have a Facebook group to activate it. Have an activator event. We did this with one of the ladies who's inside Conquer Club, Jess. She's in Conquer Club Plus, and she had a Facebook group with a couple of hundred people in it. And she's like, "Well, Deb, it need a little resuscitation." I'm like, "Cool." So her business is a wellness business, right? So she's a wellness coach, health products, think fitness, think health. So we said, okay, cool. We planned a no junk food challenge. Simple, easy way to reactivate the space, right? So if you do have some type of community, you can activate it with some type of event. It doesn't need to be anything long because, it's, I don't want to say hard, but it's different for people to be committed to something free that's longer than like 2 days, 3 days max. But like Kizzy, I can't remember what your business is off the top of my head, Kizzy. But if I go back to the barbecue group, right? I sell barbecue sauce and I got the barbecue community. I would say I would do an activate event for summertime, you know. So there are ways that we can. I think sometimes we think we need to do more instead of going deeper. That was like my lesson that I learned in my business. I'm like, okay, you don't have a million followers, but you got a decent amount of your target audience here. Like, make no mistake. How can you go deeper? And for me, that bridge has been community. This is also why, have y'all ever seen or have you ever done this, Lord Jesus? I hope not, girl, because it's a little embarrassing, but that's messy. When we have people who do giveaways and people don't even participate in their giveaway, have you seen that before or experienced that? People will be like, Deb, I did a giveaway and literally nobody participated. I'm like, woo, child, that's tough. Um, that should let you know a couple of things. You definitely need community. Definitely need community. Definitely need community. Coaches who are putting their offers out every single day and nobody's biting. Community would fill so much of your gap. It would fill so much of a gap for you. And then, also the good thing about having a community too, when you want to sell, you don't have to go throw darts in the dark. You don't have to throw darts in the dark. This is why I said almost every live. This is why I'm not mad at hustle culture. And I think I'm really talking to coaches and leaders and service providers today. There is another level of business that comes with knowing the people in your community on a very deep level. If it's just followers and such and such here and there, and you can't off the top of your head right now name 20 people that are warmed up to your offer, there is a humongous gap. I can guarantee in your sales. I can guarantee it. If you're a coach, a consultant, or service provider, and you don't have 20 people that are warmed up right now, I'm talking about right now, they're warmed up. You know their names. You can pull up their names. If you don't have that, that's a scary place to be in your business, which means that the money is absolutely, absolutely not here. I can see it from a mile away, which is cool. It's cool. So imagine a community. Let's talk about how you would do that. And then people will have questions like, Dale, well, should it be a free community? Should it be a paid community? How much time should I spend on my community? I would ask you, first of all, I'm not mad at free community. There are some coaches who don't like it. I'm not mad at free community. I'm not mad at freebies. I'm not mad at a lot of free information on the front end. That's my style. That's what I believe in. I'm not mad at it. Now, that don't mean just overextending myself doing everything for free. Obviously, once it becomes a little more personalized, it's different. But I'm not mad at free content, free communities, especially if your audience is small. Be for real. Some people will have their heads so far up in the clouds once they get 5,000 followers and did their first 10K month. Like, if we don't have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people waiting, then we've got to be for real. And we got to come back down to earth. Like, let's be for real. Okay. So I have paid community, right? But I think that if you do free community the right way, you can funnel your leads to you so much faster and you can make money from them. I remember when I did my free community, I did my free community and I was like, man, I need some money, right? So obviously I never want to be in a position where I need money and I got to go to my followers. Unless it gets to a point where I just know my followers is like that. But that's just not, it's just so uncontrollable to me. I hate being in this situation. I hate it. But I was like, okay, I need to make some sales. So I went to my free community and I'm like, hey, we're about to do this I think it was $1,000 in 7 days challenge, or I want to help 100 of y'all make $1,000 in a week or something like that. What do you think happened at the end of that challenge? What do you think happened? Free group, free Facebook group, no ads, no funnels, no webinars, no nothing. But I showed up. I think I went live. I think I might have had a couple of PDFs or something. I wasn't no ChatGPT at that time. And I was like, I want to help 100 of y'all make $1,000 in 7 days. What do you think happened? Free community. They ain't paid a penny. So many people booked a consultation. So many people were like, bruh, if I did this, if you showed up for me like this, whatever you have, I'm game. They'll tell me which one of the packages it is that I need so I can do more of this. So there are ways to leverage free. I'm not mad at free for a girl that's solo doing her business at home, got a 9 to 5, and she don't even clear 3 to 5K a month. I'm not mad at you having a free community. For real. Because y'all know I always say habit first, people first. Make it pretty later. But I ain't mad at you. If you rocking a free community and you hustling, but you got people that's checking for you, that's like, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. Because I feel like that's where the money is, that's where the success is, and that's where, you know how I talk to a lot of people who want to transition away from their day jobs into doing their business full time. I could not imagine that I would have been able to do that without having a community that checks for me. And I don't mean check for me because they think I'm their friend and their homegirl, but check it for me like, hey, what do you have for me so that I can grow? It's a different ball game to play. Completely different ball game to play with your followers. Coaches, leaders, those of you who want to be on stage, who want to lead women, I'm talking to you. Even this week, where have you served these women that you call yourself so passionate about? Besides posting a reel for them to scroll past that is dead on the algorithm already. Where have you showed up for them and served them? If you're a coach and you want to serve women, this is the equivalent to somebody saying, I want to help the homeless. I want to feed the homeless. But the only thing they do is get online and talk about it. They're never actually out. Coaches, leaders, those of you who want to lead women, where's the action? Like, what do you do to serve already? Or is your only version of serving just giving me a little post? That ain't serving me. That's like telling you I need church every Sunday. You just send me a little scripture. Girl, I need the sermon. I need the choir. I need to put my clothes on for church. I need the dryer. Like, I need the experience of the transformation. And if you say you want to coach women, lead women, show up for women, I mean, sitting that little post just ain't it, girl. Are you out at the local places? Are you on the lives? Are you on the Zooms? Are you like, what are you doing? And doing those type of things is going to naturally build a community of women who will wake up every day and check for you. And that is going to be the difference between being a woman who only has a social media page and you don't know what's going on, and a woman that's moving with authority and build a community and able to say, okay, yeah, I know such and them. Yeah, they ready to buy. Big difference, baby. Two completely different experiences. Okay. Hey, Crystal. Crystal says, hey, Deb, I'm the owner of the 21 Group. We offer bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, and credit restoration. Wow. Go, Crystal. So here for it, girl. She said, woo, girl. Yes, girl. Two completely different games we out here playing. I was like, girl, I got to go play the right game. And it took the coach that I had, like, she was like, girl, you got to put your money where your mouth at. She was like, you say you want people to be consistent and confident. I mean, like, what's up? Do you go to businesses and give them it? Like, she was like, well, what do you do? Or are you just an online chatterbox? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? This ain't no coaching. This is wannabe, play pretend. It's the equivalent of the basketball coach only getting online talking about it. Never coach a game in real life or nothing. So if you want to lead people, what's up? What did you do this week? Where did you lead the people? Where'd you lead them? Where were you? Or did they have to make it this week without you? Okay. We did a post. Okay. We did a couple of posts. We consistent. Okay. That ain't nothing. Nothing at all. Because they're on YouTube watching somebody else's videos. They in somebody else's coaching program. Believe that. And you're putting out all the consistent content in the world. Not enough. You gotta lean in. For real. This is the difference between having the followers and having the community. The community checks for you on the daily. The community wakes up and say, I know that all my friends who love Elena's business too are in this group. Like, they all like me too. So imagine if you had that. And again, this is, I could go into the community subject so much because I really feel like that this is at the core of how things are moving. But I ain't no predictor of the future or nothing like that, child. It ain't even that deep for me, child. I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay. But I see how, I'll say two things. I see how businesses are doing media plays as a front, the podcast world, the YouTube world, a media play and having community are the two biggest things that I am telling my ladies to do. Have some type of media play for your business and have a loyal cult-like group of people. Because y'all can already see, I'm not a big creator. But y'all can already see that the way that, and I ain't deep in crazy knowledgeable about social media, nothing like that. But y'all can already see how before in the marketplace, right? If you were a big brand and you had big money, you could dominate the marketplace. If I was Conquer Coaching and I had all the money and nobody else had money, I could dominate the marketplace. But baby, it's 2025. A 6-year-old from Utah can pick up her phone, get famous on TikTok, and have just as much leverage in the marketplace as my money can. The game has been completely changed in the best way for women like me and you. It has changed in the best way. What's up, Janice? I see you, girl. She said, say that again. So now the businesses are sending their products to 6-year-old in Utah because she's got followers that their money could never buy. And they know when she posted on her channel, it's selling out tonight. And they don't have to, like, the game has changed in the best way for us. The best way. They're telling us if you got community and you have a cult-like following and you have people checking for you, you have leverage in the marketplace. Good product, a good service is cool, but why deal with all that when I got this girl over here who her TikTokers love her. I know she can post my stuff tomorrow, and I'm good. Send her little check, and I'm straight. Community and media. Community and media. I feel like we're still ahead of the curve, but I don't know. I think so. This is why all of your favorite people are doing some type of media play. I can guarantee it. All of your favorite creator, your favorite artist, anybody, their focus is media. I can guarantee it. Is YouTube and podcasting or consistent as content? I guarantee it. Because the leverage is in people. The leverage is having people that check for you every day. Who's going to be consistent with the best product or service, baby? You've already lost the race. It's not even about that anymore. That's not what this about. Do you have people and do you get in front of them consistently? This is the formula. Okay, this is the formula, but it requires you to be bold and consistent. Incredibly bold. Incredibly bold and incredibly consistent. Okay. All right. So something to think about here as we go into the weekend. It will be transitioning because y'all know in May we've done all things organization inside the Conquer Club. We've been, talking about how we can get organized behind the scenes. And in June, we're going to transition into community. How do we build our own communities? And I want to lead that conversation because I've had my free community for some time and have made plenty of money with it. And I've done my paid community consistently for a while. And I feel like that is such a major opportunity if somebody is low on funds, low on sales, but they have a handful of people and they really want to dig in. Jenny says, I think more business can make more money if they use influencers. Absolutely. Because there's so much value in having a loyal audience. So much value. She said they choose the amount to be paid. Yep. So much value in having a loyal audience. Like there is nothing like it. And as a business owner, I think the best thing about having a loyal audience is I never have to figure out where my next dollars are coming from. I'd be like, well, I'm gonna be on live again Monday. So I mean, I don't have to throw darts in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Like it becomes a natural part of your world that it means like having a community means your customers are literally always sitting in your backyard. That's how I look at it. You invite your followers in closer, say, no, don't just follow me. Come sit in my backyard. I'm going to come talk to you every day. Like, come sit with me. And when you need money, you would just go to your backyard and be like, all right, which one of y'all? Okay. You wouldn't have to scramble in God to have conquered that season of business. Because, girl, trust me, when I needed money, that means I needed to post. So I get it. Okay. So happy Friday. Again, thank y'all so much. I think this was week 7 of the show. Okay. I said that I was going to reevaluate around the 6-month mark for the show and kind of see what's going on with it so that I can prep for 2026 because in my mind, I'm in fall already trying to make sure that my business really shifts around back to school time. So my mind is knee deep in fall for Conquer for real. Because when y'all send them kids back to school, girl, y'all be like, Deb, all right now. I'm in the house. Start getting dark early. T says, happy Friday. What's up, girl? Happy Friday. She said this and offer something new each month, discount new product, or I feel stuck. Yep. It's very real. And the Janice, I love your content so much because you get it. But it's a good conversation. And this is a good thing. This is the good thing. Like the marketplace is favoring us. I got an email. Shoot, I need to email them back because I only gotten one PR box. I was like, what in the world? But they sent me one for 2025. They sent me the little form to make sure my address is the same. I said, absolutely, bring it on. I need to actually do content with it, but I didn't want to get derailed, girl. So, but yes, y'all. Yes, 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 yes. Everything ties back to us being bold and willing to create our own spaces. Yes, of course, Janice, girl, you be on it. You be on it, girl. I think everything truly ties back to you being bold enough to go create the room and then show up in the room too. This just a crazy psychotic stuff we got to be doing to be entrepreneurs. We got to build a room, show up in the room, clean up the room, get the people for the room. Like, but that's the game, girl. That's what it is. I ain't lying. That's what it is. That's the game. Building the space, thinking about the people you want in the space, getting the people to fill the space, getting the people to stay in the space. That's the game. That's what business is. It's not just build and they will come or be good and they will come. Baby, that advice from 19, that advice is for the 99 and the 2000s. Okay? That advice is for the 99 and the 2000s. Baby, it's 2025. People scrolling on TikTok. Okay? So, happy Friday. I hope you truly conquered an amazing week this week. The show has been so fun. But if y'all want to, we're going to dive into some more I want to say lessons for lack of a better word, when I can start sharing my screen and we can actually start filtering through some of these things, like how to build your own community, planning for the month, right? Maybe you can watch me playing my content or something like that. Right? I don't even know if I can. Can I share my screen here? Let me share. Even with this, I'm sitting here planning my content. I know, Janice, I know y'all can't see it on TikTok, but I got it on Facebook. Maybe when I go through, this is, girl, I did 100 reels and shorts because I'm finna do like a activation period for the summer for visibility and stuff, for some stuff that I want to do with the business. She said it's okay. Some stuff that I want to do with the business. So I got over 100 shorts and reels in literally the matter of a day, from Opus Pro, baby. Shout out to Opus Pro because they be giving it to her. And here's me starting to plan all of my content. So it's May 16th. I got to plan my content all the way through the end of July. But you can see how I have, and these are nothing but reels and shorts that I have 7 days a week. And I want to be posting between 2 to 5 shorts every day, going live every day. And then also dropping some of the other stuff that I'll have to activate the business for what I want to do this summer. Okay. Because I know my business shifts around fall. So got to stay ahead of curve, baby. Ooh, child. So, yep. Okay. She said, came to Facebook to see. Yes, girl. Let me go back, honey. I hope you saw it, girl. But y'all know I love Metricool. They need to send me a little check. Well, they did send me a discount code, so I can't be mad. They did send me a couple of free months on the good premium plan, child. Yes, girl. I've been planning out these reels and these shorts, so I know y'all gonna be seeing them. But I need to blow my business up. And that's the only thing I wake up caring about. I need to blow my business up. Period. Point blank. So you can see I done made it through June. So I got to get into July. So I got to record 10 long form videos today. So probably do about 5 podcast episodes and then 5 YouTube videos. And then I'll take all of those long form videos, pop them into Opus Pro to create me some clips. I also probably like pop in 2 more live shows. I'll probably do the one from today. She said, this is a good business. Yes, girl. And I probably do a couple of the live shows too, pop them in Opus Pro, and then I should have at least, minimum 100 shorts and reels to post. That way, when I wake up day to day, I can just focus on sales. I won't have to focus on, do I have something good to post and stuff like that. I have I cannot worry about what I'm posting on a daily basis. that just can't be that can't be my focus in this season. In this season, my focus has to be closing and speaking, closing and speaking. Am I closing deals and am I out speaking, growing the business, blowing up the business? And I can't rely on just so I want to have that as I start my summer strategy, what I've been planning. All my content will be done for the rest of May, for all of June, for all of July. It'll be plenty of content every day. But of course, I still have to show up and go live. So that's it, girl. I'm telling you, we got to create our own rooms, then go march into them, child. So, all right, y'all. Happy Friday. Shout out to Janice, baby, on the show on TikTok and Facebook. I'm so here for it. I am so here for it. Happy Friday, girl. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I hope you rest. I know I'm going to be doing some work today and then I'm going to kick it. I want to put some meat on the grill. I told Belle, I was like, I want to put a little meat on the grill this evening. So maybe we can grill us some dinner. I don't know. I'm going to have to go to the grocery store, girl, and see if I can get some meat to put on the grill and have a great weekend and relax my mind so that we can come back and go hard on Monday. Okay. If you need to relax so we can come back and go hard on Monday. So we'll be back on the show Monday, just like we will be every weekday. I think on Tuesday, we probably won't have a show just because I have a really important appointment that it took me so long to get that I cannot move. So I am devastated because I really wanted to be consistent. But I think on Tuesday, we probably won't have a show. But of course, we'll be back, girl. And I give a little extra YouTube video or some child. I'll just have to stream a YouTube video at that time. Don't judge me. Jenny says, I just had grocery delivery. I know that's right. All right, y'all. Y'all already know the vibes. When y'all wake up tomorrow, make sure y'all conquer something